Guys, this is it. He wants to win. He has to win not only this game, but the one after it. It's a good Snute giving out the good luck, have fun. Upper right, spawning as the tyrant himself, he is Jaedong. Just got to win one more game if he wants all that hashtag dirty esports money. There we go. No, jeez. Okay. I was corrected. Sorry about that, guys. Try using one hand to push every button on the keyboard at the same time. A lot more difficult than you might think. Okay. So for the time being, both players continuing to macro up. No painfully early pools or anything else like that. Wondering what Snute's mindset is going into this game. We all saw him on the main stage. He was a little bit crushed. He just lost the last 3 games in a row. And if he wants to win the tournament, he has to win the next 2 in a row. He'll go for a hatch first. And I think this might be one of the things that kind of held him back just a little bit. I mean, Jaedong knows what his opponent likes to build. But look at this. Oh my god, he's doing it. Rock, paper, scissors, guys. It looks like Snute might not be doing all that hot this game around. Okay, so Extractor before pool, I believe it was. The order of the day for Jaedong. And then he's going to go for an Expo. Looks like. Okay, nothing too terribly wrong with that. I mean, Jaedong's going to have map control much earlier in the game. Let's just put it that way. I wouldn't say it would necessarily lead to an all-in. But definitely, once Snute sees what's coming from Jaedong, the timing on that natural hatch, he's going to know exactly what he's facing up against. He's going to know that the timing of that hatch was pretty late. He's taken all kinds of textbook notes versus his opponent. This is what people do at that Grandmaster level of play, guys. They take notes. They literally do. They know what they're facing off against. But I think there's a part of Snute that maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know. I don't know. It looks like he's trying to fly that Overlord into the main, and if it collides with that Queen, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Yo, Jaedong's moving across the map. He's going to get a read into just what we have coming from Snute, which is, I wouldn't say a painfully late gas, but definitely much later than that of Jaedong himself. And the Queen's shooing away that Overlord already. That's exactly what Jaedong wanted to do. He just didn't want him to get into the main to scout what's happening. And I think there's got to be some alarms going off in the back of Snute's head right now. He's thinking to himself, well, Queen would not go that way unless there was something to hide in the background. That's a lot of Lings out on the map already. Jaedong's making 14 in production at the moment. This is that definitive moment of the tournament now. Does Snute hold this or not is the real question to be asked. He's throwing down a Baneley Nest behind this, continuing to take gas as well. He's going to need to pull both of his Queens if he really wants to hold against this. And Metabolic Boost is just about finished. The Queen just cleared away the Overlord. Snute has to know now what is coming at him, and he's making Lings. He knows what he's up against. He's got a long time to go before his Metabolic Boost is done, though, and that's going to give Jaedong's attack Lings here just a little bit more push, a little bit more edge. Some Zergling's going to come in here and try and complete the wall off. The drone's going away safely, but the Queen is going to get wrapped around and destroyed very quickly. It looks like maybe not. Snute looks like he is holding by the skin of his teeth. That Queen still alive, was a hero, maybe with 5 kills before it fell. Jaedong now going to take down that second Queen. Baneling's morphing, though, and they are done and ready to go. Nice, okay-ish connection there. That Queen got punched and then just got out of the game. Just got knocked out of the game. Let's put it that way. More and more Lings streaming across the map from the Dong. He's at a production advantage right now, guys. He has 2 Queens. Guess what? That's something that Snute does not have, and he's at a clear, he's got 1 Queen, rather, and that's giving him the production edge that he's going to need in order to beat Snute. Snute, on the other hand, just needs that one miraculous Baneling connection if he really wants to beat his opponent. Where on earth is that bugger? There it is. And now the Lings are getting into the main. That one Baneling cannot afford to be taken down so recklessly, I guess you could say. And it looks like this attack from Jaedong might be losing just a bit of its steam. 30 supply to 35. Snute is holding this quite well. The drones at the natural are being pulled to deal with the lings. Excuse me, the drones in the main are being pulled to deal with the lings that are there. And it looks like Snute holds. And not only that, he's pushing back with everything that he's got. He's got so many more lings than Jaedong, at least at this stage. Going to need to leave a few banelings at home for defense. It looks like those lings are going to take the long route around. Jaedong could win this with a nice counterattack, a very nicely placed counterattack, that is to say. And I think Snute, at this point, might want to consider making a couple of banelings. There we go. Nice catch that we just missed with a baneling. Just got a very effective detonation, and it looks like Jaedong might just lose this by the merit that he doesn't have a baneling nest. He has no way to combat banelings effectively. The lings are in the main, and Snute wins!